Everybody says if they could just find the right people, their business would explode and they'd be unbelievably successful. Well, the next few minutes I'm going to share with you and prove to you why finding the right people is the biggest lie in network marketing, and tell you how to get better than a 90% conversion rate of the people you talk to look at your information and look at it with an open mind and get it done in less than 30 seconds. I'm Mark Januszewski, another day at the beach, world's laziest networker, and I'm going to tell you how to get an incredible conversion rate, meaning lots and lots of people in your pipeline reviewing information. Better still, you'll be able to share this information with your team, teach them what to do, they'll grow faster, and the best part is, it doesn't matter where you're starting.
That's right, it doesn't matter if you're brand new, a big earner who'd like to make a lot more money, a stalled veteran, or even if you've become a little discouraged by all the no's you've heard. Don't worry, you'll get better than 90% to say yes, and you'll grow faster than you can imagine. So will your teammates. Most people, once they learn this simple skill, get the results they want right away and have fun doing it. You may have tried a few things in the past that, they didn't work out. I understand that. But this isn't about playing games with lead generation, magic recruiting systems, or social networking. So if you're pouring money into leads every month, that stops today. If you're spending hours on sites like Facebook and Twitter trying to create useless profiles to attract people, you can knock that off right now. And if you're spending money and time on how-to things like Google AdWords and killer copy and whatnot, forget about it. Just dump that stuff right away. This isn't going to be any of that. It's much easier and it's a lot faster. Everybody says top pin levels are out of reach, that they're reserved for a small handful of big players who got in early and had big budgets to go after it full time. But just imagine learning a simple skill free, and as a result, your business growing instantaneously and you breaking pin levels just as quickly.
Once you know the key, I'll give you a little bit more on this in a minute, whether you're working this part-time with no experience or you're coming off back-to-back failures in MLM, like a lot of our students, you can quickly compete with anyone. It's actually kind of easy to sneak up on these top pin levels, and you'll get it done in less time with no stress. Now here's why it works. Everyone knows that if we build and operate a business strategy based on a lie, it's doomed. The biggest lie in network marketing is you just have to find the right people. If you buy the lie, then your strategy can't possibly be successful. The truth is, the right people are everywhere. Would it be okay with you if I gave you some social proof of that? Great. Would you agree that everybody you know would like more money? And isn't it true that everybody you know would love to pay less in taxes? And could we also add that everybody that you know would love to have more time? What are you actually offering? More money, lower taxes, and more time. So the question is, why do they say no?
Great question. In fact, if we don't figure out that question, we'll never succeed. We'll just run out of people to talk to and become easy targets for people selling prospecting systems that promise much and deliver nothing except charges on our credit cards. So, as the old saying goes, we have some good news, some bad news, and some really bad news. The bad news comes by the way of common sense. Look, if friends and relatives didn't like what we had to say, trust me, think about it. Strangers aren't going to like it any better either. This is why buying leads, systems, and secrets is totally pointless. If everyone wants to make more money and pay less taxes and we're not sponsoring people all the time, then maybe the results we want depend not on the number of prospects, but on something else entirely. Don't you just love pregnant pauses? It depends on what we say, and knowing exactly what to say is a skill.
There's an old saying that doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results is a form of insanity. Now the really bad news. People who believe that they just have to find the right people can never stop engaging in the insanity unless they quit, which most of them do. So sad. My career turned from debt and desperation to peace and prosperity once I owned the idea that it was not about how many prospects I had, but it was about what I was saying to them. I discovered a skill based on 2 words that turned my career 180 degrees. It's a day at the beach.
Look, if you've been taken in before, like most people have, by now you've smartened up enough to know that buying so-called how-to courses and recruiting systems that promise prospects will call us waving their credit card in their hands is absolute baloney, and they're just not going to get us anywhere. We've all heard the same silly things like automated systems, attraction marketing, read your why until you cry, and of course the perennial favorite, you gotta be determined. You know how they tell you gotta have the eye of the tiger and the heart of a lion and all those other dead body animal parts to be successful. These things will not build your business. I know that, and deep down inside, you already know that too. Now the good news. The reason what I want to give you works so well is we've discovered how people make decisions, and within 30 seconds you get a yes. Prospects are ready to buy and they're ready to join. Better than 90% instantly buy your next suggestion mentally and are ready to join you in reviewing your information. Everybody knows that the subconscious mind makes all the decisions. Everybody wants to know how to communicate their message so their requests receive a yes. Some people have discovered a method that triggers the desired response in less than 30 seconds. We learned and refined this years ago. It's a simple skill that gets astonishing results. It's the reason people call me the world's laziest networker. Very little effort, very big results. We share the information and then show you step by step how to use a very simple sequence of words that controls the prospect's subconscious, and in seconds you hear yes, yes, yes all day long. What a symphony. Your pipeline will be bursting within a week. As a matter of fact, better than 50% of the time, the prospect interrupts and asks for information, or it utters a sound of agreement like, yeah, I know what you mean, before you even finish. Would that be a different experience for you? And I have a couple more pieces of good news for you. First, if you're in networking right now and your achievement level is mediocre or, downright terrible, relax. You're sitting on a diamond mine, and you'll experience the kind of growth that stuns leaders. They'll want to know what the heck you're doing. Second, I'm going to teach you this skill absolutely free because I'm certain once you start experiencing instant results, you'll want to know more. So to get immediate access, just put your name and email into the address box on the right and make sure you enter it accurately, because I'm going to send you a link via your email. And just 2 more good news things. You know how people offer free training, but then it's on to squeeze pages and sales letters and more sales letters? Most people are thrilled to find out there's none of that here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to reward you if you'll do me a small favor. So here's the 2 good news things. I'm going to show you how to use this skill several ways, getting them to look whenever you want, getting them to book a follow-up instantly, getting them to sign up, and how to answer the dreaded question, so how much have you made so far? Everybody hates that question. You're going to love hearing it, because I'll show you how to get 100% of the people that ask that question to instantly take your information. Everybody says this skill makes them money right away. And if you feel the same way and share it with 3 people, I'm going to give you a second video also free. It's called Instant Rapport. You'll learn how to get people to instantly trust what you're saying. I'll also show you how to combine it with the first skill. Can you imagine getting virtually not only everyone to say yes, but also trusting that what you're showing them is true? 94% or more are ready to move forward with an open mind to review your information with enthusiasm. and they'll be looking at what you want them to see. You'll learn how to use this skill several ways. So again, just enter your name and email into the box, click the confirmation email we send you to get immediate access.